What's good, everybody? Welcome to the We Love Gaming podcast. This is episode 78, I believe. I'm your host, Golly Sovereign, along with my co-host, Sir Knight. What's good, my brother? How's it going?
What's going on, man? I'm doing real good. Been sorry I missed y'all last week. I had some family fly in from South Carolina, so I
Yeah,
don't
man,
see
y'all.
them very often. So we were out that
Yeah,
week.
feels like y'all just swapping, man, because we ain't got Mark right here right
Yeah,
now. His family is sick, so
yeah,
he's taking care of the kids now.
yeah, man. It's a real deal, dude. But
Yeah.
anyways, what you been doing this week, man?
I haven't really been doing too much, just kind of mess with stuff here and there. I decided to bust out the PSVR again. You know, I started
Oh,
getting some
nice.
cords. I had to get the USB cord for my camera because it doesn't work with the HD camera for some
Right.
godforsaken reason. So I got that thing, and then started playing some Saints and Sinners because we had got that for the
You've already
PS
beaten that
Plus.
though, right?
I didn't beat it. I was playing it for a
Oh,
cool minute, but then
oh,
other
okay.
games came in the picture, and I ended up
Oh, that
having
works.
to stop and play those. So I was able to just go right back to that. You know what I mean? And continue. And they got the little. They gave us like an add-on or something like that, like an expansion, like a DLC or something, for free with the PS Plus along with the game. So I unfortunately had already bought the game. So, but I was able to use the DLC. So I just been playing that, man, and I just forgot how fun it was to play PSVR, So I just been
Nice.
loving it, man.
I heard you were playing a little bit of that Monster Train too, right?
Dude,
You're
I was
digging
tearing
that.
up. I was tearing up Monster
It's,
Train, man. Like I was on
it's
that
sick,
shit
huh?
heavy. Yeah, I was up to like 2 in the morning playing that shit.
It's sick, dude. I
Last
know.
weekend, man, and I was having fun with it, man. The little cards, and then getting like the nice little bonuses and the artifacts and things like that to make your shit,
Mm-hmm.
make your character stronger. Like I had uh like a hell monster that was like had 100 plus attack with like multi strike. So I was just
You're just laying
all
fools
I would
out.
have to do was just lay one on the floor, and anything that came to that floor just got demolished. Because it had like 50 something health, so it was just ridiculously OP out there. It would just take out everything. So I was having a lot of fun, just completing the things and then just trying to collect it. It kind of felt like my preferred version of like Hearthstone or something like that. So
Yeah, I really like Monster Train. It's really cool. But I got another one for you, man.
what's good, Blue?
I got another one for you, dude. Like,
Okay. Something to take more of my time.
dude, I've been hooked, man, on this next one, bro. I'm not
Okay.
kidding, dude. I've been pretty darn hooked on this,
All right,
and
so what
that
you
is Prey.
Oh, the
Prey.
old school game, the old Prey.
Well, it's from 2017. It's not that old.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty damn
It's
old.
a
It's
PS4 game.
2021.
It's a PS4
Yeah.
game, but it's on Game Pass because
Okay.
it's a game from Arcane Studios,
Right, but
the
AKA
same
Bethesda.
people that made Deathloop. And like
Right.
it's crazy, man. Like, so I'm actually even more blown away now by that purchase of Bethesda because Microsoft got Arcane Studios. Like, I'm really actually really jealous. I would say not jealous, but if I was a PS5 owner
Hmm.
exclusively, which I'm
Yeah.
not. But if I was exclusively a PS5 owner, I would be super jealous that Microsoft got Arcane Studio exclusive, where all those games now aren't going to be coming on to PS5 anymore. Because after Deathloop, man, like I was really impressed with Deathloop, like quite a
Yeah.
bit. Like we talked about that a lot.
Yeah. And
And
we're gonna talk about it some more today. So.
yeah, and I really like Dishonored too, like as
Hmm.
well. But Dishonored wasn't like masterpiece level for me. Like Deathloop is closer to masterpiece level than Dishonored was. But Prey, Prey is incredibly good. I mean, it's like BioShock good, bro.
Wasn't that
It's
a
really
sequel?
good.
What was the first one? I
I
can't
don't
remember.
think it's a sequel. I
I
don't think
thought
it's a
I thought
sequel.
there was like a second Prey or something like that, or there was like a first Prey, and that was like the second one. I can't remember.
Not that I know of. I don't know that there is, but
Okay.
I'm playing just Prey from 2017, and it's so freaking good, man. Like I'm really really excited. I'm really impressed with Arcane Studios because this is like every bit, in my opinion, as interesting and fun and engaging as BioShock is. And BioShock is one of my favorite games ever. And
Bioshock was
like
a great game.
Prey is like in a lot of ways just as good. It's
Yeah.
really really great, man. Like if You need to get on that, especially being a Deathloop fan, an Arcane. I'm an Arcane Studio fan now, man. Like they're pumping out games, in my opinion, like just as good um as who makes Ratchet and Clank? Uh
Insomniac.
like Sucker Punch or Insomniac. Like they're punching out games, in my opinion, that are just as good as those games.
Hmm.
Like just as quality as those studios make games. So
Yeah,
Xbox got a real one there, man. Arcane Studios, they real, dude. Like that's not a joke.
I'm
That is
trying to
not a
think.
joke studio at all.
I think I played
Um,
Prey. I think I played Prey before. It's been so long, dude. I
Prey
cannot.
is a space like horror game.
Right. And you weren't you like a Native American?
Mm-mm.
No.
No,
Maybe they did that for the
you're
second one,
not a
which got
Native
canceled.
American.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the one you've been on. I'm gonna have to download it and see what's going on with it. See
It's
if I
really
did play
good.
it or not.
Really, really good. I was blown away by it, really.
Yeah.
Better, in my opinion, than Dishonored. And in some ways, even almost as good as Deathloop. Like, I'm hooked on it. Like, you're basically exploring a space station that's out in outer space. And it's just like, to me, very similar to Bioshock because you're like kind of alone.
Yeah.
And the world is just
Or like Dead
infested
Space,
by
maybe.
more Bioshock because
Okay.
Dead Space is more like jump scare and like frightening. This isn't
Uh-huh.
quite like that. This is more like BioShock, where like in BioShock, it's a little creepy because there's like, they're all kind of like psychotic, all the people,
Yeah.
and they kind of like jump out at you and they attack you. But it's a little more lighthearted though, so it's not as dark
Okay.
as Dead Space. Um, and you're just kind of like you enter a new zone, just kind of like BioShock, a new part of the ship, and like there's so many things to like explore in that new zone. Like you
Mm.
can go try to unlock this zone with the code if you have it, or like hack a computer and get into this room that you couldn't get into, and you're like, okay, I explored that section. You come over here, and all of a sudden you see like a greenhouse, and inside
Mhm.
and the door is locked in the greenhouse, and inside there is like a floating psychic monster, and there's some humans in there, and the
Mhm.
floating psychic monster like possesses them, and they kind of start coming at you like, oh snap, dude, what's going on in there? And you're like trying to find a way to get in there to see what's going on, like you're curious about it. And then like
Yeah.
when you find a way to get in there, there's like different cool routes. Like if you kill the psychic monster, then you actually set the humans free, and there's actually
Mhm.
now there's NPCs you can talk to, or like you could just kill the humans and kill the psychic as well, and go that route. It's
Did the
just like really
monsters
cool.
like run off and then like transform into like inanimate objects?
There is one type of monster that it's a tiny little monster that does mimic
Yeah.
inanimate objects.
Right,
Yes,
and
but
so
not.
then they could just pop out at you and then just like
Yeah, but
attack
that's
you
a
or
very
whatever.
small. There, no other monster does. Only one of them does that.
Okay, yeah, I think I did play that one like a long time ago. It's just been a long time.
Yeah,
I'd
but
have to
did you
play
just
it
like
again.
touch it, or did you like play it? Play it.
No, I believe I finished it. I'd have to go back into my PlayStation shit, my PlayStation log, and see about that one because I believe that one came out for PlayStation as well. So I'm gonna go and check
Yeah,
my
I
log
believe
and
it did.
see.
I'd be surprised if you played that and you didn't think it was good enough to like tell me, because that's like
Oh
it's a
well, I
really
mean
really good game.
that was a long time ago. You know, it was 2017. I don't even know what was going on. We weren't even.
3 years ago, 4 years ago. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's not that long ago.
I don't know. But yeah, but yeah. So I'll check it out and then see, just to make sure that I hadn't played it or whatever. I'll look in my PlayStation log and see if I did rack up any time because it looks very familiar. Like I played it before, or at least I've seen a lot of it.
Because
But
there's like
yeah.
lots of investigating and stuff to do in there,
Mhm.
kind of like Deathloop. So the story
Yeah.
is like really interesting too. So that's a plus, man. That's an A+ game.
Yeah, man. So we got a lot to talk about, and it looks like it's all about Xbox. It seems like this was Xbox's week this week. We have the video game awards. That one's got a little bit of sprinkled, PlayStation and Xbox here and there. But we also got Elder Scrolls information, and then the Game Pass games of the month that's coming up, which are some very exciting games. Well, at least one is. But yeah. So let's go ahead and get into it with the first topic. So you wanna give me your
Yeah.
screen? So for the first topic of the Game Awards, right? So we're actually gonna try to cast our votes right now while we're on live because we got the WLG account as you can see there. So let's look at some of the first
Yeah, as you can see, we're
nominations.
literally logged in on the WLG profile. So we are going to cast our vote as the WLG crew right now. I think we're probably going to agree on most of these, but maybe we'll have to debate some of them. I don't know. But I think we're probably going to agree on most of these. So I'm going to go ahead and click let's vote now.
All right, let's see what we got.
So we're going to start voting. And you guys chime in too if you have an opinion here. But these are the options for game of the year. So
Mhm.
I've played Deathloop, Metroid Dread, Psychonauts 2, Ratchet and Clank. I have not played Resident Evil Village, and I have not played It Takes Two. But I've played the
Okay.
majority of these. I think you've
Yeah.
only really played 3 of these.
Yeah, I haven't played Metroid Dread, It Takes Two, or Resident Evil Village, but I watched a lot of It Takes Two, and I've seen a little bit of Resident Evil Village. But I mean,
I actually do want to play Resident Evil Village. That is actually a game that
yeah,
I do
I do
want to
want to play that.
play that someday. That's not going to be like one that I don't play. I just haven't
Yeah,
played it yet. But is there
right.
anything on this list that you think either shouldn't have been on it or snubbed? Maybe something that should have been on it that is not on it?
I honestly don't think that Metroid Dread should have been on there. I
Hmm.
feel like a 2D or a side scroller or whatever. I mean, I guess there's some really beautiful games out there, but I feel like Metroid Dread wasn't what I believed, which is why I didn't get it up to like par for something that's got a name like that. Like Metroid is a big title, and I felt like what they gave us it didn't deliver to me. Like it wasn't something that enticed me to play. You know what I mean? It should have been a hardcore Metroidvania
It
instead
was.
of.
It was a Metroidvania.
Well, I mean, yeah. Metroid was before. I mean, you'd have to tell me how Dread is.
It's just a
Since you played
Metroidvania.
it,
Dread is a
yeah.
straight Metroidvania game.
I don't know. It just seemed like the whole like 2D and not giving me 3D or whatever. It was just kind of like disappointing.
I'm
Or
about
like the side
90
scroll.
I'm about 90% through Metroid Dread. So I've pretty much gotten really close to beating it. So I've played
Okay.
like the vast majority of that game. And it's a really, really incredible game. Like whenever I turn it on and play it, I always feel like this feels pretty it feels good. Even though like it is like a kind of like a 2D side scroller, like it feels really good
Mm,
for being something that kind of looks old.
mm.
But it looks really good actually. It looks really good. It plays really good. Um,
Now, is it like Grand Theft Auto look good?
it looks better than Grand Theft Auto. You mean like the trilogy that just came out?
Yes, sir.
No, it looks better than that in my opinion. Looks a lot better than
Okay.
that game. Like
All
quite a
right.
bit better than that game. It's more like a 2.5D,
Mm.
right? Because everything is 3D. You're just looking at your character from a side perspective, so it looks like 2D, but it's
Yeah,
actually 2.5D because you actually have
they
the
have
camera
definition.
angle. The camera angle will change for
Hmm.
like certain scenes, and you can only do that in a 3D game. Have a different camera angle, like the bottom half of you or front of you. Um,
Right.
so sometimes in some aspects it turns into a 3D game, but I kind of actually am happy that they kept it side scroller because you still have that the Metroidvania feel to it, where you got to like unlock rooms, explore the map, unlock parts of the map, get new abilities, to go to new places of the map. It's all Metroidvania.
Yeah.
Um, my only complaint with it was inaccessible to me as a player unless I had a guide. Like I could
Oh,
not play that game unless I had a walkthrough
because it
because
was that tough.
it was that much of a hardcore Metroidvania. Like
Mm.
I didn't know where to go, what to do. I just didn't know what to do, so it was just too hard to follow what to do. If you weren't like a Metroidvania like nut, like if you really knew how Metroidvanias work, then you might like this would be like beautiful to you. But if you
Okay.
didn't like me, then
Yeah.
it was really hard. But once I had the guide and I could kind of peek over at that and know what to do next, like I
You
loved
were
the
good to
game.
go.
I was hooked because like I
Yeah.
kept wanting to explore and go more. Like I actually really like Metroid Dread. I think it definitely deserves to be on this list.
Okay, so other than that, the other one that I think shouldn't have been on there was Psychonauts 2, for fucking sure. I don't think that shit should have even been close to a vote. It wouldn't have been an honorary mention. It wouldn't have been none of that. I think it was an ass game to come out at this point in time. I think that he missed his mark. That shit should have been out, a year or two after he made the first Psychonauts. Not wait this long. Not wait almost a decade, to then drop the damn thing, and
Yeah.
it still looked like this. Like this shit should have had like way better graphics. They should have got fucking Bethesda to amp up the graphics or something for them if they were gonna be on the Xbox team like that. But I mean, you know, people can call it hate or whatever. Like I played it, and I played enough of it to know that it ain't it, Chief. So, I still feel that way about Metroid Dread. Maybe I'd feel differently if I played it, but I just don't think. I think that for like replacements, like I definitely would have put Returnal up there. As one of those that could have been definitely in place of Psychonauts. Maybe not Metroid Dread, but definitely Psychonauts. And I'm trying to think of like another game that I would put up there instead of Metroid Dread. I'm trying to think on top. I can't really
Well,
think
for
of.
me, like Psychonauts 2, I kind of agree with you. So where I didn't really agree with you on Metroid Dread, I do kind of agree with you with Psychonauts. Like I said, I can see why some people really liked it, but I think the controls were way too out of date. It really the not so not only like the controls itself, like the buttons you used to
Yeah,
press certain things and do certain actions, but also like the way the controls played, like delayed dodging, just things that feel like way out of date in comparison to modern gaming expectations. I think they're like expectations. I
yeah,
expect to have snappy combat. I expect to have snappy dodging. When I press that dodge, I want to dodge. I don't want it to be delayed. You know what I mean? Like I want it all I want the controller to do exactly what I tell it to do when I press that button to do it. And so
right.
like a lot of games have that standard. Deathloop did. Like these games have that standard. And I gotta say, so does Metroid Dread. Like Metroid
Mm,
Dread feels really good in the hands for me.
okay.
But Psychonauts didn't hit the mark for me. Um, it has like a lot of issues. I really agree with you. I think Returnal would have been much better in place of Psychonauts. And I actually would just add one more to the game to the list. I would have just added Tales of Arise to this list. Like
Tales
I
of
would
Arise
not
was
necessarily
funny.
cut one of the other games for that game, but I would
Uh,
add Tales of Arise. I would cut
okay.
Psychonauts and add Returnal. That's just ridiculous to me
And
that
then just
Returnal did
add
not make
Tales
this
of
list.
Arise.
And I would just add Tales of Arise. And I
Okay.
think it's a total travesty, worse than Tales of Arise. I think Returnal's a bigger snub than Tales of Arise. Like Tales of
Yeah.
Arise is really great though. Like that, I don't know why that's not on here. But
Yeah.
like honestly though, like Returnal, that's such a snub. That's like a huge snub on this list
And I
because
kind of
that's
feel
right
like
up there.
Metroid Dread wasn't out long enough before this game of the year. Like it hadn't been out for that long for them to put it in there as game of the year. Like I feel like that's too soon. I mean, I think Deathloop came out before Metroid Dread, but I don't know.
They're about the same time actually.
Are they?
Yeah, I think they're both August.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you for sure, but I think they're both August. But that's fine. As long
Yeah.
as it comes out
Yes.
before November, I think that's
Mhm.
fine. Because that's plenty of time to play and beat those games. But anyways, which one of these are we giving game of the year? I think we all know from this list.
Well, I mean, the moment Deathloop appeared on it, it was a fucking wrap for that whole category. Like, Deathloop definitely takes that shit for the win.
Yeah, I think
In
this
my
is
opinion, like I
the
felt
only
like
other the only
Deathloop
other
was
game
it.
for me that would maybe even contend with it for this year would be Death's Door. But they're not going to include an indie for some reason. They don't seem. I guess they just feel like they can't include an indie on here.
Yeah,
But so as far as this list goes, Deathloop. But Ratchet's close, man. Like it's really good.
yeah.
Like it's not like a
Ratchet was
blowout.
Ratchet was right there. I mean, in
Yeah,
this list,
yeah.
Ratchet would be my next one after that.
Right. I
You know what I
agree.
mean?
Yeah, I agree. I think
Um,
Ratchet is, in my opinion, like far and above the other ones there.
yeah,
Right? Like it's not above Deathloop, but the other ones here, I think Ratchet is probably far and
yeah.
above all the other ones here.
I mean, I don't even
Um,
know about Resident Evil. I feel like Resident Evil was probably top notch. or whatever.
I'm sure Resident Evil was good, but I think Ratchet probably beats Resident Evil, even if I played Resident Evil, because Ratchet was incredible. Like, Ratchet was awesome, dude.
Sure.
So, anyways, that's game of the year. I hope you all will see. I'm curious what you all would vote here.
So yeah, it's slightly close. It's like Deathloop came out in September on the 14th, and then Metroid Dread came out on October the 8th.
Yeah, so they're pretty close.
They're fairly close, but yeah. But I mean, it's like it's November right now. Like that shit just came out last month. Like I feel like it's like for you to put that on the list. But
yeah, but I think so. Like, I mean, I was playing it like ultra casually, and I'm pretty much almost done with it, right? So it's like almost everyone who's bought that game has beat that game.
Yeah, but like, just because the shit's easy as fuck doesn't mean that it's like a good ass game.
No, but I don't understand. But you're talking about time. I'm not talking about whether it's good or not. I'm saying I think it's been out plenty long enough for the majority of people to play it to get an opinion on it, to whether know how it compares to other games. If you've beat a game, you know how it compares to other games. See, the only reason why your time argument would work to me is if like it came out last week, and I'd be like, well, how has anyone had the time to like really beat that game to know how good it is and whether it should be on this list? I'm saying like Dread's been out plenty long enough to determine if it's good enough, I think.
And what about Far Cry? Did Far Cry not do well?
Far Cry is not on this list.
I know it's not on that list, but I'm saying, did it not do that well? That it's not.
I don't know. I think it's
category?
On the RPG list, but I don't think I would consider it amongst the Game of the Year contenders either.
No, you haven't played it yet, though, right?
Far Cry 6, yeah, I played it. I told you I was playing that game.
Okay,
we did a little video on it.
So you think Metroid Dread just like you think it shits all over that, or it's better than
it? Doesn't shit all over it, but I think probably it's better. In some ways, it's better. It's like a little tighter of a game. But I would ask you: does Marvel the Guardians of the Galaxy does that deserve to be on this list?
Dude, I would say that Marvel. That's actually, I almost forgot about that one. I would put Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy over Metroid Dread, or that would be like my add-in, right? Like if I can only take out one from that list, I'm taking out Psychonauts.
That's funny. Like I would never take out a game that I haven't played because I don't know if I would take it out or not. That's interesting that you keep picking on Metroid Dread when you have never played it.
Because I didn't want to play it. So that therefore I would take it out of the list.
I know, but how do you even know if it's worth being on the list or not? Like, why would you remove it from the list when you've never played it?
Because it didn't interest me to play it. So if it didn't interest me,
but how do you know whether? But how would you know whether it deserves to even be on the list? Because what if just because it didn't interest you to play doesn't mean it therefore doesn't deserve to be on the list? You don't know whether it deserves to be on the list or not.
If you're asking me my opinion, right, then I'm saying, okay, I played Deathloop, great game. I played Psychonauts, shit game. I played Ratchet & Clank, great game. I saw Resident Evil Village. I would want to play that game. I want to play that game. I saw It Takes Two. I would want to play that game. I want to play that game. Metroid Dread, I do not want to play that game. I'm not interested.
That's fine.
In that game.
But that's
why if I'm looking at all of them, if you're asking me my opinion, I think that Metroid Dread shouldn't be on there, just like I think that Psychonauts 2 shouldn't be on there. Now, whether or not, you could try to say my opinion is valid or not, that's something different. I feel like that's not even part of the topic.
It's not about whether you have no opinion. You've never played Metroid Dread.
My opinion is that I didn't want to play it. That was my opinion, that I did not want to play it.
Yeah, so that means that
I don't want to be involved with it.
So that means you have no opinion on Metroid Dread.
That is my opinion.
No, you never.
I don't think it's good.
Know anything about it. You don't.
If I'm looking at it, I don't think it looks good. It doesn't look good. I don't think it looks good. So therefore, I don't want to play.
You can think it doesn't look good, but you don't know a thing about the game to know whether or not it is good or not.
Well, I just know. All I'm saying is I know I don't want to play it.
I can look at an ice cream and think that doesn't look good, and I can't say therefore it isn't good. Just because an ice cream may not look appetizing to me, just because an ice cream may not look good to me, doesn't mean it's therefore not good. It doesn't make sense, homie.
You don't try shit. Shit don't look good.
You don't know if it's good or not.
I don't know if it's good or not, but I'm not gonna go eat some shit.
Shit isn't food. Ice cream is food. If I go to the ice cream store and I see an ice cream that doesn't look good to me, it doesn't therefore mean it's not good. It's
It's
just
not
as
good to you.
it's just as potentially not good as being good. It's neutral. You don't know whether it will be or not because you haven't tasted it.
Okay, well, I don't want it. Bottom line, I
That's
don't want
fine.
it.
You cannot want it, but that doesn't mean you know that it's not good.
All right, but let's move on to the next one we got here. Best game direction. Okay.
Well,
All right, so Returnal's on this one. And they
but
put
I still
Psychonauts 2 on
think
here.
like as far as like game direction, I would still think Deathloop easily.
I would say because I mean, like, obviously,
Cool, but I think
Deathloop and
Deathloop did it
Returnal,
better.
yeah, Deathloop and Returnal are almost on the same, like, same type of game, but they're not though. They're two totally different games. Because of the way they play. But I enjoyed the hell out of Deathloop more than I did Returnal's direction for the way the game held. I thought Ratchet and Clank was a good game, but it had a basic kind of direction. You already know where it's headed. Like, so the only thing that can really surprise you is how the game is going to use the mechanics that it's got. Right, because you already know that the story's going to end in a happy-go-lucky.
Well, I mean, like, yeah,
I guess
like
Deathloop is you got to kill the people, but
yeah, well, I mean, like you're saying though, like for me, they are similar. Deathloop and Returnal are super similar because they're both live die repeat games. But dude, Deathloop has a full cast of characters, man. Like, a full cast of storylines. Like Returnal's one person kind of following like one line. Like Deathloop's got so much more character to me. Like the direction they went, dude, like it was really, really cool. So like Returnal is really cool too. But I just think Deathloop kind of did it better. Like they really did more with the live die repeat aspect of it than I think Returnal did. So for that reason, I would give it to Deathloop here. I really wish I played It Takes Two because this seems like this would be the kind of game that would thrive in the direction idea.
Yeah,
like,
and we wanted
really
to.
Cool idea. Yeah,
we wanted to so many times, but we just didn't get a chance. We didn't give it a chance because we were busy playing, some of the other games like these heavy hitters, that were coming out and whatnot. And
but all the rest we've played. We've played all the rest of these. The only one we haven't played is It Takes Two.
That one. Yeah.
And Rift Apart. See, this is where I would think that it actually is. I bet you if we played It Takes Two, it would have a better game direction than Rift Apart because Rift Apart is more about gameplay.
You're right.
How fun it is and how good it looks.
Yeah.
It's not really because its direction is kind of shallow, and they didn't really do a whole lot with the Rift thing. So it wasn't really fully fleshed out, the direction.
Well, they didn't. They tried to do a lot with the Rift game, but it was almost like we should have. It should have been a little bit deeper than what it was.
It ended up being really shallow.
Match what they were, how they explained
how they presented it. Yeah.
Right. It was just basically a map, level. But I would definitely vote Deathloop.
I mean, Psychonauts is just a carbon copy of the original as far as direction, in my opinion. So I don't see how this is any kind of like new direction. These other ones are really unique. Like It Takes Two is totally unique. Like the live die repeat, how they did that is totally unique. The Rift thing is totally unique. I just don't see where Psychonauts is unique here. I mean, but could I include? See, I wouldn't include Metroid Dread here because that's not really unique either. It's just a Metroidvania game. It's very good, but it's just a Metroidvania game. So I don't know what else if I would drop this and just not replace it with anything, or if there's a game that I would actually replace, make it out of the 4.
Yeah, because you can't even say like Guardians of the Galaxy is something unique. I mean, I liked the direction it was going because of the story. I like the storyline. I don't know if that's
maybe 12 minutes. Maybe 12 minutes. Did you ever end up playing 12 minutes?
I didn't. I saw 12 minutes, and I think I wanted to give it a go, at least attempt it, but I never did.
Maybe 12 minutes could be on here in place of Psychonauts because I had a really cool direction.
Yeah.
All right, Deathloop, man, easy.
Deathloop that.
Okay, best narrative. Maybe Galaxy here for you. Does Galaxy have a better narrative than Deathloop? See,
Mm,
now only you would know that. I
I
don't
would
know.
say I would say that Deathloop's narrative was
It's
a
still
lot more
better.
fun. I
Okay,
enjoyed the story. Like if we're, uh, I
that's what
don't know, because
narrative
this
is.
is storytelling. Yeah. Mm. No, I enjoyed Deathloop's storytelling. I wish that there was a lot more. I really enjoyed both of them, but I'd say Deathloop was like, that's like my game of the year. You know,
Deathloop had like me on the edge of the seat on wanting to know what was next.
yeah,
Like I
trying
couldn't
to
wait to find
trying to
out.
figure out,
Yeah,
like how I can kill all these mofo's in one full day, and what I gotta do, and the way that they released the story to you. You know what I
hmm
mean? Like you gotta die to get a little bit more information into for Colt to like put it all together and whatnot. You know what I mean?
right.
So it was like really fun. Guardians of the Galaxy had a good storyline. You know what I mean? So it was entertaining enough to keep playing it just because you just wanted to watch more of the story, as it
Right.
unfolded and whatnot, and how everything was happening with Peter Quill and the group. But yeah, I'd put Deathloop over this one for sure.
Oh, best art direction.
Okay, so now these are like the really
I
unique
think maybe
looks.
Ratchet here.
Or Kenna. I wish I had played Kenna, man.
Oh yeah, we never played Kenna. That's another one we
I
don't have an
never got a
opinion
chance
on.
to play Kenna.
I mean, it looked beautiful. Did it look better than Ratchet though? I mean, we saw
Um,
quite a bit of footage on Kenna. We didn't play
if
it, but we know what the art is all about on that game.
Yeah, if I tried to if I took a step back, right, and I just put the two companies together, Ember Lab, Insomniac Games. Insomniac is a big studio, and then you have
hmm
Ember Labs, which is an indie, and what they created was like it was beautiful looking stuff, and it was like on par with Ratchet and Clank. I feel so. It's kind of like, do I give them a little bit more credit because they're a small studio and they were able to create something that could look just as damn good as Ratchet and Clank?
I'm just saying, like, I was just like awestruck by the way Ratchet looked. Like every little hair follicle flowing in the wind. Like
Mhm.
it was a tour de force on visual fidelity. Right? Like I was just blown away. While Kenna's art style is very on par. I agree with you. I just think that Ratchet is next level. It's next gen. I don't know
Mhm.
if like Kenna like is next gen like Ratchet was, which is why I would kind of give it to Ratchet here.
Yeah, I would end up giving it to Ratchet just because I played Ratchet, so I would be able to know exactly how that looked. I mean, you're comparing it to Deathloop, which Deathloop looked good, but only in it had a different art style. But it wasn't like, oh, I'm trying to be beautiful. That's why they had people wearing face masks and stuff like that. The only time where you really saw like really cool, like high end graphic detail was when you saw Colt, in the limbo screen as you're choosing your mission and changing
hmm
like abilities and stuff like that. He looked like more defined and whatnot
Yeah,
as a
and they just
character.
kind of like reused powers. Like
Right.
the one you blink forward is just a reused from Dishonored,
From
so there's not
Dishonored and
really
stuff like
much
that.
art direction there. As much as I like the way it look, I think it still looks really cool and unique, like with the
Yeah.
face mask and stuff. It's kind of interesting.
Hmm.
It's just I don't think it touches these two. So I think
Yeah.
number one for me is Ratchet. You agree?
Uh, yeah. I mean, if you're looking for like something that was probably trying to make like an extreme statement, I'd have to say Psychonauts 2 was trying to make some type of a statement by putting out the game looking the way it looked. Right? It had to be like, this is my type of art the art direction that I'm trying to go for. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You,
it was
you know what I'm
unique.
saying? So yeah,
Yeah.
because it was, they purposely made it look like that.
If
Now whether or not
Psychonauts
I
could,
liked it,
if
is different.
Psychonauts could win any category, this would be it.
Yeah, for art,
Right,
yeah.
right.
But
If
I
it
would
could win any
still,
category, it'd be this.
yeah, but because I hate Psychonauts so much, I would say fuck them and Ratchet and Clank that. But but to give it, just a thought of like, could it? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, yeah.
maybe.
I hear you. Because I
You know
thought
what I'm
the art
saying?
direction was definitely unique and it was intentional, like you're saying. Like they
Yeah,
wanted
it
it
was
to be
definitely
that.
intentional.
It was intentional like that. And there were some really cool things we have to admit. Like that tooth. the inside the mouth with the zipper tooth and the
Right.
teeth. It was like really kind of crazy looking and like really interesting.
Right.
It deserves to be in this category. I just think Ratchet is on a whole nother level, man. Like so crazy. Oh,
Yeah.
music. Oh, I would actually say Near Replicant has really good music.
Huh.
I I didn't think the music was okay in Deathloop, but it's not as memorable as they're making it out to be here.
I'll go with Guardians of the Galaxy for music.
Yeah. Replicant had like beautiful music. It was like gorgeous. I don't know anything about Guardians of Music. You know Cyberpunk. Did they have good music in that game?
Cyberpunk's music was cool, but I'm not remembering Cyberpunk just for its music.
It's not award winning, right?
No.
See, I
I'm
would
not,
think Near
I'm not like,
Replicant.
ooh.
Near Replicant is really good. Like
I
it's
listened to
memorable
Near
music.
Replicant, but I feel like their music reminded me of like Persona a little bit. Like,
Yeah, but isn't the music in Persona memorable though? Like a lot of people jam
memorable,
out
but
to
not
that
like
music.
memorable. I don't know, man. I'm not bumping that shit in my car.
No, but like
I'm not
people
rolling
use
around
it.
to-
People use it for like their video background music because it's chill and like it's got a nice snap to it. It's just memorable. Like I
Yeah,
don't even remember the music very well in Deathloop. Like it's not very memorable to me. Where I remember the music in Replicant. It's like a somber, memorable music.
I remember Deathloop. It kind of gave me like 007 type vibes or whatever.
I kind of like that or whatever, right?
Something like that type shit. But yeah. Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy had nothing but bangers, man. It was just
because you're talking about
oldies.
Yeah,
because it was just Peter Quill playing his tape deck. So when you turned up, you know what I mean. And
well, then I guess the question is. Does reusing someone else's art give you the win, or making your own music give you the win?
Certified bangers or some new stuff.
Yeah,
I'm still going with certified bangers.
Dang, Guardians is getting some points here.
They certified bangers, man. You can't deny a certified platinum hit.
Okay, then we got to flip a coin on this one, then, man.
Well, there's some people watching. What do you guys say? Like, if you had to choose between Near Replicant and Guardians of the Galaxy, if you've played it or just if you
like
just
Near Replicant has like their own musical score that's unique, where Guardians of the Galaxy is using already existing hits. So which one deserves to win here?
Yeah, I don't know. Let me see if I got a coin flipping app here. Let me see. What if this is how all awards are determined? Yeah, coin flipping app. Let me see what the freaking vote is for. It's fun. Let me see.
I mean, I have a dice. We can call odds or even. Do you have a dice on yours?
I think I have some dice, but let me see. I don't know if I have it.
I can pull my dice out.
All right. Wait, no, I do have a dice. You already got it open up?
Yeah, I'm open.
Oh, okay. All right.
What do you call odds or even?
I'll go with even.
Even. Okay, here we go. 9.
Oh, it's odds. I got 12. Whatever.
I got 9. Can't even see mine.
Yeah, it's all good. All right, move on to the next one. There's 30
okay.
man. We might have to
audio design.
We'll just do like the first 5, and then we'll move on to the other topics because we're already
audio design. Which one?
Eternal. I will go with.
I go with Eternal. Like coming through the microphone, coming through your controller, the sounds and things like that.
But you also had a lot of cool sounds with Ratchet and Clank, though. You know, with the guns.
You did. But I thought that Returnal really utilized all the aspects of the PS5 stuff. Well, Ratchet kind of did too, huh?
Yeah, that bitch was the motherfucking poster for freaking
Ratchet.
What they got, you know?
See, I don't know. I would probably give it to Colts, but also Anton Castillo is sick.
Giancarlo. Nah, he's a bad dude.
That was really good. We'll go here.
Who the hell is Juliana Blake?
Juliana Blake. She was the
Deathloop. Oh shit. Yeah, that was Juliana.
Yeah,
I
Juliana Blake.
I liked Juliana, man.
Yeah,
It's
but
all
better
good.
than Juan Castillo.
I didn't play it, so I can't see. I know his
But
performance was damn good though. I know
yeah,
it had to
it
be,
was.
but yeah, I'm sure
I
he's
think he
gonna win
takes
that
it.
anyways. Go ahead,
I
slide to
think
the
he
next one.
takes it. All right.
We'll try to blitz
Yeah,
through
she
these.
was good though. Is Juliana? She did a good job. I agree.
Games for
Games for
impact.
Impact. I have no idea, dude. So we'll skip this one.
Yeah, I skipped that joint.
Best ongoing, Geshin.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Guess because it's free, man.
Yeah, these are all. Well, yeah, these aren't not all are free. Fortnite is, Apex Legends, Warzone is, but I don't think Final Fantasy
Oh,
14 is free.
actually, it might be all free. I don't know.
Well, 14 is. I don't think Final Fantasy 14 is. Oh,
I
best
like
indie,
Guessing.
Death Door, dude. Death Door.
Yo ass.
It's
I
so
ain't even
good.
play that shit. You didn't even play Killer, man.
I've played 12 minutes. I've played Loop Hero, and I've played Death's Door, and I haven't played Kenna. But Death's Door is freaking awesome.
All right, you clicking a little too fast. We're not voting, but go ahead. Go to the next one.
Oh, best mobile game. I would think Genshin
Okay.
Impact again, but you like Pokemon Unite.
It's either Genshin Impact or Pokemon Unite. I think Pokemon Unite was perfect for the phone, so I would actually go Pokemon Unite. Genshin Impact is a great game, but I think it's better on a console than it is on the phone.
Gotcha. Good reason. Best community support.
I feel like,
dude, No Man's Sky. They care deeply about their community, man.
They've been beefing the hell out of their game, man. They stay adding shit, and that game is like almost 5 years. Isn't it like 5 years old?
Yeah, and they do it all for their community. They're not doing it.
Yeah,
for money.
they keep improving that thing nonstop,
make nothing
man.
from that.
Yeah. Give No Man's Sky that one.
All right, let's move.
Them mans have changed that game completely.
Oh, accessibility. This is like handicapped people.
Actually, Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy had a lot of accessibility shit in the menu.
You know, the veil is for blind people. It's literally for blind people. Like, it's really unique.
Is it?
Yeah.
How the hell do you do that? You sensing like braille through the controller vibrations or something? That would be nuts, man.
It's all.
What's good, Arachnid? Yeah, definitely. No Man's Sky is a.
It's all like sound based, so like you hear and you make motions based on like what you're hearing. There's there's nothing on the screen at all. It's black.
Give it that. I ain't even got to play it. If they letting blind people play video games,
actually made a game for blind people. Best VR game. Have you even played these? We're skipping.
I would say. Well, no. I would say just cause Resident Evil 4.
Because it's the best Resident Evil ever.
It's a full-on game. I mean, it's doing more than Hitman's doing. Like
best action game, Deathloop, easy, right?
Yeah,
dude, easy.
Is anybody?
Nothing's more action than that.
You agreeing with us on Deathloop, man? Have you played Deathloop? Best action adventure. I gotta go with Marvel, man.
My question is that acting. Have you played Metroid Dread? Best role-playing game. Oh, here goes Tales of Arise.
Okay, but I haven't played Deathloop. I played Back for Blood. Back for Blood was cool for me. I'm not really like into the zombie shooters like that, or just shooters in general, because I suck ass at aiming. But Back for Blood, I played quite a bit of it.
Deathloop was so cool, man.
So honestly, I say that Cyberpunk would get it out of these, right? Even as much shit as it's gotten, I think Cyberpunk is a great game, and I think it would be worthy of this. But they fucked over a lot of people, man.
I guess
the story. Though, right? I guess the story is kind of like whatever, but I mean, this is like game design, player character customization, progression. Like, there's a lot of shit in Cyberpunk, man. Like all of the different body upgrades you get, all of the stuff spread out throughout the world that you can find, like all of that stuff. Like,
so I've played Monster. I didn't play Monster Hunter Rise. That's the new one that just came out. I think
I did play Scarlet Nexus.
I did play Scarlet Nexus, and I played Tales of Arise. I haven't played Cyberpunk, and I haven't played Shin Megami Tensei. But I would vote Tales of Arise. But Cyberpunk, I think that it should have won this category easily.
Yeah, I think if you just looked at it for what it is and not all of the shit that it's gotten. You know what I mean? I think it's still a solid, great RPG.
All right,
So
man. We
I
love
was
gaming
excited.
exclusive. Only people you'll find on the internet voting for that one
Voting
there.
for Cyberpunk. It's got one vote.
Okay, we don't play fighters really, right? So we have no say here.
Wait. Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Shin Megami. This is more.
Best family game.
Yeah, it's probably pretty solid. I mean, Shin Megami was it's like Persona, right? Isn't Shin Megami Tensei like Persona?
It is, but it really
In a
it
sense?
isn't. It is
Like with the
isn't.
monsters and stuff like that.
Yeah, you
so-
collect monsters, and it's the
Yeah.
exact same monsters as Persona. They're the same universe,
Oh,
but there's
okay.
no social aspect to it at all.
So Mario Party Superstars was pretty fucking dope. That's the one that we played at your graduation party, right?
Yeah, Mario Party Superstars is dope. See, is Takes Two a family game? It's more like a co-op, but is that family?
It's a family story, but yeah, it's only a co-op. I feel like the biggest family game is Mario Party,
Yeah,
or
this is
Super Mario.
Because that's a pure family. The whole family plays that.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Best sim and strategy.
I haven't played these. I haven't played any of these.
Yeah, dude, I want to play
Flight
Flight
Simulator.
So bad, man.
I would say it's a Flight Simulator, right?
For sim, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. Out of that mix, I never played Flight Simulator
though. Best racing. I mean, Forza Horizon 5, right?
Yeah, I guess you can't go with
like
Horizon,
masterpiece
with
as far
Hot
as racing
Wheels.
go.
I don't know. Hot Wheels
Going
might
on,
have been
Samurai
What's
Champions.
Up,
Oh, best multiplayer game.
Okay.
Ooh.
I might give that one to It Takes Two.
Yeah,
but
let's do that. Let's do that. Content Creator of the Year. I don't know any of these losers.
Oh wait. Go back. I give that one to Dream. That's fucking Minecraft. That dude got mad numbers, man.
Best indie debut. The Forgotten City is pretty incredible, but we got to go
Kenna,
right?
man. Yeah, I gotta give Kenna love.
The Forgotten City is a unique experience.
Dream is literally the only one I know about, and that's because I watch Mr. Beast on YouTube. So
most anticipated game. Now this is one hell of a list. This is one hell of a list, man.
Whoa, Elden Ring, sucker! What you mean?
This is a dope list, man. But yeah, I mean,
Elden Ring. Tough list. I mean, you got God of War Ragnarok on there too, and you got Horizon Forbidden West. But like now, I really Starfield. But right now, I really want to play Elden Ring. Like I so wish I could.
I know Elden Ring is like legendary level.
Starfield is a solid one. We saw like a little bit more of it, but I wish we could have seen a lot more of it. You know what I mean? Just to know exactly, how things are going, But they've given me so much of a taste of Elden Ring. Like, I just want to play this shit. Like, fucking February, come quick.
I know, man. Elden Ring is like legendary level. Though Starfield's gotta be sick.
I hope so, man. Hope so.
Forgotten City, though, that is a mod, but that's incredible, dude, what they did with that mod. I mean, that's really incredible. Best esports game? I mean, what? I don't play esports, man. I don't follow esports.
You probably gotta do like Call of Duty or something. Call of Duty already good, but I'll skip this one.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even vote. I wouldn't even vote for these suckers.
Best esports athlete? No
I'll
clue.
skip that shit too.
Best esports team? No clue.
Oh shit, Atlanta FaZe?
Best esport coach? No clue.
I'll skip. Why y'all even got these on here?
Best
man?
Esports event.
Wasting my damn time.
Yeah, that's even
best podcast. We love gaming.
Okay, that's the last one, man. That's the last one we got.
Yeah, they
went there,
that's
man.
It.
They went there. That's
Wait, is that it though?
That's it,
30?
man.
Oh,
we didn't vote. We didn't vote on. Yeah, we didn't vote on 7 of these things. Yeah,
I got you.
So those are our votes, man.
League of Champions, man.
So game of the year, Arachnid, without a doubt, Deathloop, man. If you haven't played that, you're missing out, dude. You're missing out.
I definitely think that It Takes Two should be on there as a contender.
Sure, yeah.
I definitely think Ratchet and Clank should be on there. And I'd say even solid for Resident Evil. Arachnid, out of like the game of the year selection though, do you think that there was one that was like snubbed, like one that should have been there? Samurai, you too, if you're still in there. Like Like, which one do you guys think?
I mean, there's a blatantly obvious
that didn't
one
get added.
that's Returnal. It's blatantly obvious that should have been included.
Yeah.
But I'm curious if there's anything like I'm not thinking of.
Yeah,
that
like
should have
another
been on
game that
here.
somebody else, remembers or recalls. Solasta? Which one was that one? Is that a indie?
Solasta. That I never heard of, man. You got me on that.
Yeah, man.
Solasta? Let me see if this rings a bell.
Yeah, just pull it up real quick. Just YouTube it. Oh, it's on Xbox Game Pass too? Shit.
Oh, let me see here.
You could just pull it up on YouTube real quick. On your little thing. Lost the gameplay.
Solasta. Let's see here.
Amen. It's fast forward. Oh, extra life. I fucks with extra. Extra.
What is this? Where's some gameplay at?
This is like some Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, is this turn based? So this is like XCOM? Arachnid? This is like an XCOM game? Like a grid,
fully voice
acted
too,
RPG turn-based strategy game? Oh, fully voice acted? That's cool.
Is it multiplayer on this? Probably not.
I mean, I'm not saying like XCOM. I'm saying, is it that type of game, though? Is it in that genre of game? Is it a turn-based tactical RPG?
Mass Effect and the cutscenes, okay.
Or is this Divinity Original Sin, maybe?
Divinity having a baby with Mass Effect. He said Mass Effect and Divinity having a baby.
Oh, so a little bit more Divinity then. It looks like grids to me with squares, like Advance Wars.
Okay. And it's got a cool story?
This looks like a turn-based RPG, a turn-based tactical RPG to me.
It reminds me of what is it, Wastelander?
Yeah, Wastelanders. That's a tactical RPG
3?
too.
Yeah, like a tactical
It reminds me of that too.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So game of the year. Okay, now we'll move on here to our next piece of news.
Yeah. So for real, so Microsoft has finally announced that Elder Scrolls 6 is just gonna be an exclusive on PC and Xbox, man. I mean, it's like we kind of figured that might happen, but for them to go outright and say, "Hey, it's never taken its ass to PlayStation."
Yeah, this one's a little sad.
I don't know even if it's gonna be like, maybe it's just a timed exclusive. Maybe they just do it for like 2 years and then they drop that shit on the PlayStation after they've gotten their money.
Yeah, maybe.
Because they didn't say it'll never come on onto PlayStation. They're just saying that it's gonna be an exclusive. So, but they didn't make a point to say like what type of exclusive, whether it's timed or whatnot.
Yeah, we kind of pegged that they would. The only one that we knew Starfield would be exclusive, but we were a little bit on the fence with Elder Scrolls because it had already existed for so many years on the previous gen consoles. So we thought maybe they would continue the trend, but they're not.
Like maybe they would keep the IPs that have been around that everybody's been able to enjoy so far, that they would just keep that record up so that everybody can enjoy those franchises. But now they're literally making a statement like, hey, this shit is not coming to PlayStation anytime soon. So if you want to play this bitch, you gotta get your ass an Xbox or just get Game Pass.
Like, hearing this kind of news always makes me so happy that I'm not a console shield.
Nintendo will never allow Pokemon to get on any other console. It would be a wrap, dude. Like, it would look so much better on a PlayStation. Like, just imagine Arceus. You know what I mean? That would be fucking phenomenal on a PlayStation, dude.
Or an Xbox, to be honest.
Or an Xbox, yeah.
The thing is, like, whenever I see news like this, like, it's funny because when you and I hear news like this, it's kind of like whatever. Because we have all the consoles anyways. So this is like makes zero difference to me. But dude, there's a whole console war raging out there, man. And it always, whenever I see news like this, it makes me so happy that I am not, part of the Sony ponies, or Xbots. I'm not on either team. I play for both. But I know a lot of people like this makes me so happy that I have all the consoles because I don't have
Yeah,
to worry about this stuff, man. You and I, we just play this stuff day one. We don't have to ever worry about this junk, you know?
yeah, yeah. But why do you think it's over though? Like, what makes you think that it's over? Is it because like you feel like Xbox is just leaning towards like Game Pass, so that there will
And what
no
do you
longer
mean? Do
be
you
a
mean like it's?
console in the future,
Do
or
you mean
what?
it's
Or
over
you think
for
they just
you?
won?
Do you think are you saying it's just over for you or acting as a person, or do you think like there's literally no console war? Because there is a console war going, man. A lot of people.
Sony won the console war because Microsoft quit caring about it. They just want to make I mean that's why they made Game Pass. So you're basically on the field on the fence like with Game Pass. Basically like Microsoft pushing Game Pass extra heavy. Basically is saying like, hey, I don't really want to make consoles anymore. I just want to make this like available to everybody anywhere in any type of situation. Just play my games.
Right, but you know that there's still like a huge swath of the gaming community that still wage war over their console, theirs versus
Yeah, they're
yours.
still gonna try to shit on PlayStation any chance they get,
Yeah,
like
like there
a
may
game that
not
comes
be
out.
like a war between the companies anymore, but there's still a major war between like console owners. Like I get tweets all the time in my feed about people, you know, doing pissing contests. Whose console has more games, whose console has more exclusives, whose console does this, whose console does that. I still get that all the time. And those videos get like some of the most views too on YouTube. It's ridiculous. There's so much console war going on.
Yeah, they don't care if you dine in or you or you eat out. And get it to go. They just want you to buy the fucking games, man, or buy the subscriptions, really. But yeah, so I mean, that's one of those things that we were definitely kind of like expecting it to go that way, but we hoped it wouldn't go that way.
Yeah, that's what I
But
mean. Or acting like there's a war waging, man. Like that war is not over. The war between owners is not over. I'm saying I'm not in that war anymore. Like
for sure.
I'm not doing that anymore. I am on both sides. Like I'm out of that civil war. That civil war wages on, and I'm saying whenever I see news like this, it makes me so glad that I am not part of that part of the
Yeah.
community. 'Cause that's a big swath of the community
But every now and
who
again,
fights for
now
this.
I might cape a little bit for PlayStation because it's just like,
Yeah,
oh, come on, man, why you gonna
yeah,
shit on it like that? But I would also definitely say like, oh, some of that stuff, it could be hella fudge for like Xbox too. When people throw like those random ass pictures of like, oh, here's the definitive edition on PlayStation and the definitive edition of San Andreas on Xbox. You know what I mean? And it just looks crazy as fuck. Like the PlayStation stuff, it's like, come on, man, that games look like shit on both of them. Quit playing around.
yeah.
You know?
Dude, Heavy Rain's one of our favorite games, or acting. Heavy
Dude,
Rain's one of
Heavy
those
Rain is
Jolly
a
and I's favorite
great
games.
game, man. That's
Yeah.
a dope game. I played a little bit of Beyond Two Souls because we had got that for a PS Plus for free. So I had a little bit of fun with that one. But,
Yeah, but like, yeah, I know. Like, I feel like the Xbots are way more hardcore too about like their console love than the Sony, than the Sony ponies are. But
yeah. They be quick to
but
jump on some shit in the comments,
they
man.
are
Like
quick,
on
man.
Twitter,
They are
like
quick.
hey, they be on it trying to say like, oh, da 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 da,
Yep.
whatever. Sony, like, man.
They take any chance they get, man, to shit on Sony. Like they love to shit on Sony. And like I'm a Stone, like I'm kind of like I've always been like a PlayStation guy at heart, but let me tell you, man, like Xbox has really made me much more of a believer this year because of Game Pass, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man, we've been
Dude,
saying it looks like shit since the start. Golly
that
and I have
game
been
looked
on
like
that.
shit just in general.
Yep,
Like it's
we've been
just a
on that,
shit
man.
game. Like they shouldn't have sold
That's a
that. Like, that
WLG
shit should have been.
exclusive.
It should have been free. The remaster should have been free. And
Yep.
that's crazy.
Yep.
We could just talk about this real quick. But they literally what was it? Anthony G was telling me about this. But he basically was saying that the people who had purchased the GTA remastered version for PC because it was like so shit and it had all those issues and they had taken it off the store for like 48 hours or whatever. They're giving people the classic version of the trilogy. Like, okay, so your remastered looked ugly
That's
as fuck,
funny,
so you give me
dude.
the old ass shit that's like, almost like what?
Yeah,
10 plus years old?
supposedly modders have already fixed the rain crap, the crappy rain. because it had really screwed up rain, and the modders already fixed the rain already.
I saw somebody who redid a CJ, like in fucking one of those I can't remember what engine, or Unreal Engine 5 or something like that. Man, I was like, dude, I want to play this game. Like, CJ looks like a legit ass person. Like, why can't we get shit like this? Just put a little bit extra into the fucking graphics of the people.
Oh, see, we got Samurai Champions trying to start a console war.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
We were just trying to start a console war.
But if we was gonna pick one,
like if I had to, like if all I had
if
was
$500, if I had to,
all I owned was $500, then I would go PlayStation.
If I had to buy one console, my first console that I bought,
it's not it's not as far anymore though. Like I'm telling you, after playing these Arcane Studio games, I would be a really sad panda, dude. Like if I could never play a Bethesda game or an Arcane Studio game ever again.
But you got a while to wait. You got a while to wait,
really
man.
sad, man.
Like it's nothing right now. Like you don't even have to worry about it right now.
Imagine Deathloop 2 comes out and you never get to play that, man, because all you have is a PS5. Like that would be sad times.
But all you gotta do is get Game Pass, man. If he asks
no,
about
but you
consoles,
said all we can have is
PS5.
one console, dude. All we can have is one console.
No, he just asked which is better, the 5 or the Xbox. He just asked which one's better. I said 5 is better.
Yeah, but how are you determining better? That's what I'm saying. Like you gotta take into account the games you get on those games. I'm saying I would take the 5 too. I'm just saying that would be a travesty, knowing that I no longer get to play some of these games because they're on Xbox only.
Yeah, see, he got Xbox. Arachne got Xbox on PC. There's many ways to play, but I guess if there's no other ways to play the game, you don't got PC involved. All you got is the Xbox and a PlayStation. Which one you getting?
Yeah, that's the question, Arachnid. You can't have a loophole and say like, oh, well, I'll take a PS5 because I can play Game Pass on PC. That's a little trick loophole, man. You gotta seriously consider both those consoles by themselves. No loophole.
Me personally, I'm still going with a PS5. Like I just enjoy the PS5 a little bit better. I mean, Game Pass is great and all of that, but like if I buy a game, it's mostly on the PS5. So.
Well,
okay. You trying to decide? Damn, bro. Well, I mean, shit. You got Game Pass, right? So just spend $1 on Game Pass. Get that
that's
shit.
So funny, Godly.
Just get your PS5, bro.
Dude, that's true though, Godly. Like you made this point a long time ago. You were talking to somebody who was asking for recommendation, and you actually ended up recommending the Xbox. And I think like if you're gonna actually have Game Pass and you're gonna actually, if you want to play games, if you want to play the most games for the cheapest amount of money, then you have to go with
Game
Xbox
Pass.
and just spend $15 on Game Pass, and you will be so happy because there are so many sick games on Game Pass and so many sick ones coming out. Like you will not be disappointed. So if that's what you want, Samurai, you can play unlimited games for $10 a month, dude, and you get all the new games. So Forza Horizon 5 just came out brand new. Halo is coming out next month, brand new. You get it day one for $10 a month, and all the Arcane Studio games. You're gonna get Deathloop next year. Like you may not have it now, but you're gonna get Deathloop next year.
You just got Forza, huh?
Yeah, you just got Forza.
Race.
You can play Prey. I've been hyping up Prey. You got to get on there and play Prey. You can play
Monster Train.
You can play Monster Train. You can play hundreds of games that are incredible, and they're all day one games.
That's why
I usually would recommend to a new buyer an Xbox Series X.
Hades. You can play Hades. Like, there's a lot of good games on Xbox. So if you're looking for like the more bang for your buck, then I would say. Well, actually, I guess I would say Xbox because you're gonna spend $900, right? If you want to get like Game Pass Ultimate along with the Xbox, right? It's like $900.
Yeah, well, and also
like the basic Game Pass one for the console. I think it's like 10 or something.
If you're trying to play just like 2 games a year, if that's your goal, then a PlayStation 5. But you're like
if you're only gonna play 2 or 3 games, like that's why it works so well with Anthony G, right? Because the guy only plays like 3 games.
A year.
He's one of the subscribers. He only plays 3 games a year. Dude is still stuck on he just finished Assassin's Creed. Like I think like Origins or something like that, or maybe Valhalla. So he plays the shit all the way through. So I think he's playing Miles Morales right now. So
So if
dude
you're
ain't gonna play
like,
shit else for the rest of the year.
Yeah, if you're a 3-game-a-year guy, then you got to go PS5 because you're gonna get the dope 3 games ever. But if
I
you're
think
gonna
Bronze
play
works that way
Xbox,
too.
if you're gonna play like a lot of games yearly, then you have to go, and you only can choose between one or the other. You have to go Series X, man. You will not be disappointed. You'll be so happy.
Hey, stacking, man. I mean, you still got time. They still ain't really dropped like the heat. I mean, they got some heat. You know what I mean? But like the real.
Well, here we go. Let's just go ahead
and
let's move on. Let's see what's coming to Game Pass literally next month.
Ooh, so a whole bunch of other
games are coming out next month. Yeah, a whole bunch of other games. Oh, look it, whole bunch more games.
A whole bunch of other shit is coming out. The only one that I really care about on this list is Mortal Shell. Like, I mean, Dead Space, solid game, but it's old as fuck. I've played it. You know what I mean?
You would care, but
I played it. If I hadn't played it, I would care about it.
Yeah,
I have played it. I thought that zoom in a little bit on that shit. I think Dragon, what is that? Dragon Age. Is that the second one?
That's Dragon Age Origins.
That's the first one.
That's the first one, I think. Yeah, so that's a good one.
Okay. Yeah, so Dragon Age Origins is solid. Dragon Age Origins is solid.
I want to know what this right here, Undungeon, is about. This is probably one I'm gonna really like.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that one out, but after I play Mortal Shell. Because I wanted to play that one.
Dude, that's crazy.
So
cool.
I'm liking that.
It's dope.
Yeah, and then fuck is my friend Pedro. You're gonna get like a lot of these random games like My Friend Pedro and
dude, My Friend Pedro is sick, man. Have you seen the videos for that?
I have not. So it looks random as fuck.
Check this out, man. Check this out.
Go ahead, try to sell me on My Friend Pedro.
Dude, My Friend Pedro is sick, man. Check this out.
Dragon Age is a good one. Yeah, BioWare, you know what I mean? The second one is ass though. In my opinion, I think I should ask.
Check out My Friend Pedro, man. This is My Friend Pedro.
What's with the banana?
I don't know. I think it's just his that's just like his his like.
Okay, so we got Santa committed suicide. That no, psych, you didn't. Okay, so a side scroller, shoot 'em up. With some slow motion graphics. He getting fucked up. It might be a little bullshitter. It might be something like a bullshit with. It might end up being fun, because it's like a little bullshit.
Yeah, you're comboing. You're just like moving forward, comboing. It is dope.
But I'm playing this after Mortal Shell.
Yeah. I'm just saying this is a pretty cool one. This used to be like I think only on like the PC and
PC.
Switch.
It looked like a PC type of one.
So like you could play this now for free on the Game Pass, which is like a Switch game, which always looked kind of cool. Looks cool because you can pause it and like
kick flips and shit. Okay.
Yeah, you're doing kick flips and like you pause in the screen and like.
Yeah, this is like Deadpool.
Yeah, it's like Deadpool. Yeah.
This is like the poor man's Deadpool.
Yeah, it's really cool. So that's one, man.
Sure. Okay, all right. So it might possible. Pull up Undungeon.
Yeah, I want to check that out too. What's this about?
See what that is. Arachne, you play that, man? You be playing all the unique games, bro. Nah, you spelled that shit.
Is it? Oh, here we go.
I
wasn't sure if it was spelled. Okay, I got you.
Undungeon.
Undungeon.
That shit French. All right. Speed that. This is like 2 times it. You have one that... Actually, nah, man. Go back to your search because there was a video that was like 3 minutes long. Just go to that shit. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, here we go. Launch trailer.
Yep.
This is the one we want because this is what's coming out on Xbox.
And I don't really pay attention to it fast. Yeah, I agree. It'd be a lot of indies that be on point.
Yeah, Deathloop is almost my favorite game of the year. Death's Door is my second favorite game this year.
I really enjoyed Monster Train, and when Ray mentioned that one, I was like, "Fuck is Monster Train?" That shit.
Yeah, that's
dumb.
an indie.
It's literally the most literal fucking name it could be for a game. It's Monster
It's
Train.
literally what it
It's
is.
literally monsters on a train.
Oh wait, this looks pretty sick. Activate 7 interdimensional piers.
It's that 8-bit though.
Yeah, it's pixel art, right? That looks tight. That looks tight though. See what is? Oh, what is? That's. Cool.
I feel like this was just for PC, man. I don't know how this. I wonder if this will transfer very well to console, unless it's just like a stick shooter, like a twin stick shooter.
It's got like a lot of choices and dialogue.
Okay.
This is like a winner.
So, Ragnar, did you play this one? Man, say he played everything. He probably played this shit.
Hey, man, you never played Deathloop, yo.
All right, maybe I'll fuck with it.
This looks cool, man. Yeah,
but like after
Mortal Shell, yeah, all this stuff comes after Mortal Shell.
Yeah, Mortal Shell. This shit is like what day does it come out? It's like the 20-something, 24th or something like that.
Let me see. Available today. That was the 16th. Is Dead Space, Dragon Age. Coming soon, November 17th. Is Next Space Rebels, which I have no idea what that is. XO1, Fae Tactics. My Friend Pedro is the 18th. Undungeon is the 18th. Okay. So this is all out.
So that's out now.
Came out. Mortal Shell's the 23rd. So Mortal Shell is next week.
Man, come on,
Mortal Shell is next week.
Yo, what's up, Crucial? Appreciate you stopping by.
What's up?
Yeah, man. Okay. All right.
Well, so I guess we're going to have to play some Undungeon first then, huh? Because we got to wait 5 days for Mortal Shell.
Yeah, Undungeon and then Pedro, because Pedro's out too, right?
Oh, Pedro's out on the 18th as well. So you can try out Pedro's.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
you can jump around.
Yeah, so I guess I can give those two a little go and then check out the other one. So I'll give it a little play. I'll see what XO1 is about too. I'll take a look at the the little video, something like that. See what it's working with.
But you gotta check out Prey, man. Like I've been absolutely addicted to that game.
Yeah, like I'm saying, I think that I did that shit already, but I'm gonna go into my my PlayStation log and see if that's on there, because I could have sworn that I did. But yeah, I mean, the only other thing was Sifu, right? They gave out some Sifu trailers. The other thing, they dropped 2. They dropped one that was like a release date, and it looks like they advanced it forward from the 22nd to the 8th or something like that. And then
there actually is a Prey 2006. Huh.
So maybe that's the other Prey that I'm thinking about.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'll look at it though. I'll see which one.
All right.
Which one was
that? Sifu, man, is finally making some moves.
Yeah. So maybe yours a drop of liquid metal. Okay. So one is about being a drop of water going through the desert and jumping off sand dunes. Really? Okay, so that's kind of like, that would be like one of those things like a Limbo or something like that, where you got like an artistic direction that you're trying to do.
Yeah.
A drop of water going through the desert? They made a game out of that?
A drop of water going through the desert.
What's the hottest fucking place that I can put a protagonist? And what can I make it so that it seems like it'd be impossible to do? Drop of water.
I love the title of this article. Like a ninja, Sifu gracefully dodges the Elden Ring on the stage.
Yeah, it did slide its way out that shitstorm.
It did. It slid its way out.
It's like, it's too many games coming in that same week, bro. You want to drop this shit there? Hey, man, go like this shit. We got to move this up.
Oh, man.
But yeah, totally. Man, so there was 2 trailers that ended up dropping. So the first one was basically just letting you know of the release date and that they were moving it up. Cool.
Right.
The second trailer, though, I was actually intrigued with because it gave you a better understanding of the game. I wish it had been more in-depth, but it was only like 2 minutes
the
long.
combat,
it was literally
right?
as long as the thing. Well, it wasn't the combat. It was more of like how...
The death and aging.
How it goes. Yeah, like how it's a roguelike or whatever. So it's
But we
basically
did get this combat video too. We got 2 videos: combat and the death and aging.
yeah, and I mean it
Yeah.
showcased some of it and how you're pulling the different things up and having a chance to click like certain buttons to do like a different combo or attack or whatever.
Yeah.
But I thought the interesting thing was the fact that like you have kind of like some what was it that Colt used to come back? That he had the automatic reversals that you got.
I can't remember the name.
I forgot what the name of it was. But yeah, so you got like 5 chances to like die and then come back. But each time you come back, you age, and you get like you keep all the experience that you've gotten, so you can upgrade your abilities and stuff like that. But every time you die, it increases the age of your character, and when you increase the age of your character, certain things start taking effect. Like you don't have as much stamina and different shit like that. And I thought that was like an interesting mechanic. I feel like that's kind of unique, because it's a different way to do it. It's like, you get to see your character age. And at first I was thinking like, oh, he's whipping ass. He's kicking ass like way harder when he's older than he was when he was younger. And it's kind of true, right? Because he had his experience and whatnot from the previous fights up to that point, when he's that age or whatever, that he can invest in himself. But it's because his ass died. That's why he looks just older or whatever. So I think that's a cool mechanic.
And with every single death, you age more. So it's like you start off with like dying 1 year, and then it moves up to like 5 years, and then you lose like 10 years. So like you get older much quicker too. So with each death, and it was really cool because you couldn't actually you can't spend your experience points until you die.
Right.
Like you have to die, and then you expect, like, it's kind of like you were saying, you like acquire your knowledge from the previous life, and then like you spend it, and then you revitalize and keep playing.
Yeah, and it's kind of nice because you can kind of like, you just got your ass handed to you by a woman with a bow staff or something. So you try to look through your abilities and see what can counteract that bow staff, and then you can upgrade that ability.
Exactly.
To help you through.
I don't know, dude. Like,
go right back into the fight.
You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of like Streets of Rage, like a beat 'em up game, but now it's 3D. Because like you have the guys and you're trying to like punch them and you like knock them out, and you like pick up the bottles on the ground and like throw them at them, or you can like grab a bat on the ground and use that as a weapon. Like it just seemed like a Streets of Rage, kind of those old side scroller beat 'em up games, but with 3D aspects to it now.
Right.
Kind of like it's a beat 'em up puncher game, just like those games are. I don't know.
Right.
I just was like, wow.
Like almost like a hack and slash, but just with fisticuffs, and kicks.
Yeah, which is why like it's not the traditional hack and slash, because you're like you're punching. It's like solid hits, like a beat 'em up, like Streets of Rage, but now it's 3D.
Or
and
like,
you have like the big fat enemy there, all the different enemy types.
Yeah, or like the old Ninja Turtles or
Ninja Turtles, exactly,
like
like Ninja Turtles. This is what this kind of reminded me of. Was like one of those kind of games.
Yeah, that motherfucker was 74.
Oh,
he got this right here,
and this right here too, dude. This little Leeds wall. This reminded me of Deathloop.
That reminded me of Deathloop. Definitely.
Did it remind you of Deathloop?
I think you see that when you completely have died, like you've expended all of your revives. Then you go
but you
back
have like
to
all your knowledge.
But you keep all of that, that information.
Yeah.
So you know exactly like who to go for and who to kill and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely.
The new Ninja Turtles game. I haven't even seen it, man, to be honest. So I mean, if they gave me like a story instead of just like a side scroller, I'd be excited. I think they're all just like beat 'em ups or whatever, just side scrollers. You probably have to correct me if I'm wrong, Arachnid. But I love Ninja Turtles, so if they could give me like an actual RPG type shit, I'd fucking play the shit out of that. Go ahead, look at the trailer, fool. New Ninja Turtles. Not the full movie.
Thing is like 2 months ago. Is this the one here? Was it 2 months ago at Gamescom?
I think that's what it is. Okay, I think
it looks like it's the side scroller beat 'em up though. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely got the 8-bit vibes and stuff like that. And the side scroller stuff is cool, like the arcade type shit. But I just wish it was like actual.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a lot more fast paced than the original, so it has the feel of the original, but yeah, you got a lot more action for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, it looks cool, man.
Is April really kicking ass though? Like she ain't been around the turtles and studying them like that to know how to fight. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Raphael and them was teaching her how to do uh little rolls like that. She did like a barrel roll and fucked all of them up in a row. Nah, she ain't doing that in the movie, man. She's soft. You need to give her a gun or something. That'd be cool. Give her like a gun so she could just shoot shit from afar.
That's a cool upgrade. That's really neat.
Yeah, she been dating. You think they've been going out eating pizza, or you think they've been in the gym working on moves though? Like, I'm thinking they eating pizza, man. I don't think that she was like, "Ooh, please teach me the ways." I don't think that's what she was doing. But you know, who knows, man? They got a lot of time, right? You know, we get like spurts of time in between them, so maybe they have. Maybe in the comics, that's what he's doing, is teaching her how to do shit. But yeah, so I think that was it for like most of the gaming news. I think that the last one that we had was like some Xbox exclusives getting leaked, which included a single player Southern Gothic adventure. What was that from? From Compulsion Games.
Yeah, there's some exclusives that are being
And
worked on, but we
Obsidian.
don't know anything about them.
Yeah. And Obsidian. So yeah, we don't know too much about them. They said that Compulsion Games is the same people who did We Happy Few, some type of Southern Gothic game adventure, and then Obsidian, who did Outer Worlds, which is doing the other one. Let me see. So I mean, hey, I guess we'll see. They codenamed it Pentiment. Yeah, it's 12. It's 12 people developing this shit. That's crazy. Mostly pizza, yeah, for sure. For sure, mostly pizza, man. He might have taught how to like a right or something like that real quick. Just a little two-piece, two-piece combo or something.
Two-piece combo. Yeah, but that's it, man.
Battlefield 2042 is getting bad looks. I ain't checked it out. I know people been was kind of hating on Vanguard a little bit at first, but then that they played it for a while, they were kind of liking it. So I don't know.
Yeah, Vanguard was getting hit a little hard too.
24% positive right now. Oh, on Steam. I have to see what that Metacritic looking like. I wonder what they that shit. Pull that shit up real quick. Metacritic. 2.4?
Ooh, ouch.
73? 2.3 user score. God, dog. Yet.
Dude, 73 is low too. 73 is low as well.
Look at that 2.3, man. That shit in the red. God.
Dude, look at this, bro. Look at the negatives.
Yeah,
1,398, dude.
Oh man, that's tough. My father-in-law just bought 2042. I'm about to ask him if he likes that shit. he kind of easy with it though, because he was enjoying playing Marvel's Avengers. I could never get him to shit on that game.
What are people hating about it, Arachnid? What is the deal? Let me see here. Is it because I
gotta try Halo Infinite's multiplayer maybe once, just so I could shit on it.
This guy wrote a book for us here.
Yeah, for sure.
So this guy's just too big, too empty.
Ace Archangel.
New buildings.
Yeah, Ace Archangel.
Oh, the specialists really have ruined it. They hate the specialists, man. Wow, they do not like specialists at all.
Oh, that character, that type of character. Okay. People don't like the overhaul. They changed the mechanics from the other games. I mean, it looks like a lot going on over there for sure.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. It seemed like it might be cool, but it's almost like Riders Republic. It seems like a lot's going on. I don't know about Riders Republic though, as far as like actual gameplay. It might be a decent game.
Wow.
But
It's getting hammered.
Every single one of those shits. That's nuts though. 2.3 user score. A lot of times the user score be a little bit better than the Metacritic. You know, like the whatever critic score. But yeah, that shit crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts, dude.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Vanguard wasn't doing too hot either. Yeah, 73 as well. Yeah, but
What's the click it?
This was bad too. Look at the user score on this one. 0.9.
Yo,
0.9, dude.
That's PC though, right? That's PC.
This is PS5.
That's PS5. Yeah, damn, man. Don't buy that shit, bro. I told you.
PC is 0.5. Dude. Oh my gosh.
They don't even give it a Metascore.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if I've ever seen a score this low before, dude. This is incredibly low.
Man. A lot of people mad to pre-order.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Stop pre-ordering shit, man. Unless it's a solid. It gotta be like Elden Ring, man. Pre-order Elden Ring. Don't be a fool. Pre-order Elden Ring. Don't pre-order that other shit.
Wow. Let's see Vanguard, how they're holding up. 4.2.
Hey, it's doing better. Hey, buy
twice
Vanguard
as good as Battlefield, man. Yeah, if you're gonna buy a shooter, buy Vanguard.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, dude, but God, dog, 0.5 and 0.9? Man.
I know. This is why we have the don't pre-order rule on the
All right, do me a favor. Cyberpunk real quick. Cyberpunk 2077. I would have to say that would be the worst game of 2021, right?
Well, on PC, it's still got a good score here. Cyberpunk
86.
It's the PlayStation 4, man. Check the PlayStation 4 score out.
3.7 though. It's still shitting all over Vanguard and Battlefield.
No, Vanguard's beating this. Vanguard was a 4.3.
Vanguard was a 4.3?
Yeah. Let me see. Vanguard's a 4.2.
4.2. Okay. All right. It's real close. I mean, the Metacritic score was over it. It was definitely beating it by like 53 or whatever.
Yeah, I think it looks like Halo's in the prime
That's
position
PlayStation
right
5,
now, dude.
Click PlayStation 4 though. See what the Metacritic score is at on that.
4.8.
4.8. Okay, a little bit better. All right.
PC.
Yeah.
3.9.
Yeah, it might be a solid go just because it's free. What's up, baby? Okay. Good night, boo. Love you. All right. Okay, so yeah, but it looks like that's all we got for you guys this week. I appreciate everybody for stopping through. Blue, Arachnid, Samurai. We appreciate you guys. Everybody that watches this video, we appreciate you guys. Go ahead and if you haven't yet, click on the like button and the subscribe button down below, because why not? Also, stay tuned, man. If you guys don't have like your notifications on or whatever, please turn them shits on, because we got a giveaway, a big ass giveaway coming up. So I want y'all to stay tuned for that. You guys are subscribed, y'all the first ones here or whatever, so y'all will have that. What's good, money? You catching us on the ass end, bro, so you're gonna have to rewind this bitch a little bit to watch the show. But yeah, man, we definitely got a big ass giveaway coming up. I'm gonna drop the video like soon, within like the next day or two or whatever. So you know, if y'all got the post notifications on,
if Godly and Sir Knight were right about anything, we were right about Grand Theft Auto Definitive Edition.
We said that shit multiple times. Fuck that game. Do not get that game.
I'm never going to get over this, man. This is the worst score I have ever seen in my life, dude.
I'm kind of afraid to see what that Oculus Grand Theft Auto going to look like, man. Like, they might shit all over that one.
Oh, my God.
I still think it's the craziest thing, though, that if this game is ass on the PC for the remastered, that they would give you the older version for free. Like, fuck, I'm gonna do with that, man. But hey,
dude, they should have stuck with their original plan and just given this to you for free with the GTA 5 release on PS5. When you get the
Bro.
PS5 version or the Xbox version, you get this with it just for free. And no one would
Yeah.
be mad then. No one would
They
be
could have
mad.
they could
But
have even
people,
done a deal with PlayStation to just give it as like a PS Plus thing, and then
yeah,
just sold it on just sold it to Xbox for Game Pass, and they
dude
would have
would
made
only be
all of the money
happy.
that they needed to make with it, and they wouldn't have got shit on this hard because it would have been free for everybody.
You force
This
people
is
to
crazy.
spend $60 on this trash, dude.
Motherfuckers spent that shit too.
Gosh,
Spent that
dude,
shit for a decade-old game, man.
that's crazy.
because there was reflections on the car windows and shit. L's, L bands, spam L in the chat, man.
Because they look
that's
like
the worst
because they
thing
look
you
like
could do.
cartoon characters. That's worth $60. Now give me a
Oh,
break,
bruh.
man.
We gotta harass Mark Raya about this one, man. See if he still thinks that shit's worthy.
Anyways,
But-
that's it, man.
But yeah, appreciate all of y'all. Like I said, stick with us. Stay tuned for the giveaway announcement and all of that shit. And until next week, we'll catch you guys later. Deuces.
Peace.